Current situation. On December 31, 2019, a cluster of cases of pneumonia was reported in Wuhan, China, and the cause has been confirmed as a new coronavirus that has not previously been identified in humans. This virus is now known as the 2019 novel coronavirus, or 2019 nCoV. On January 25 to 2020, the government of Ontario reported the first case of 2019 NOCV in Canada. The case occurred in a person who has been in the city of Wuhan in the 14 days prior to becoming ill. Appropriate infections prevention and control measures were followed. On January 27, the government of Ontario reported that the individual wife tested positive for the 2019 nCoV. She has been in self-isolation at home since her husband was identified as a case. Close contacts of these cases will be notified. Monitored for signs of illness and given instruction for what to do if they become ill by local public health authorities. On January 28, 2020, the government of British Columbia reported that the third case of 2019 nCoV in Canada. The case occurred in a person who had been in the city of Wuhan in the 14 days prior to become ill. Approximate infection prevention and control measures were followed. How Canada is monitoring the 2000 novel coronavirus infection. The Public Health Agency of Canada is working with Ontario and international partners, including the World Health Organization, to actively monitor the situation. Canada Chief Public Health Officers of Canada is in close contact with the provincial and territorial chief medical officers of health to ensure that any cases of 2019 nCoV occurring in Canada continue to be rapidly identified and managed in order to protect the health of Canadians. Risk to Canadians. The Public Health Agency of Canada has assessed the public health risk associated with 2019 nCoV in Wuhan, China, as low for Canada and for Canadian travelers. Public health risk is continually reassessed as new information become available. About coronaviruses. Coronaviruses are a large family of viruses, some that cause illness in people and others that cause illness in animals. Rarely, animal coronaviruses can infect people, and more rarely, this can then spread from person to person through close contact. Novel new coronaviruses are new spread from person to person through close contact. Novel new coronaviruses are new strains of the virus that have not been previously identified in humans. Human coronaviruses are common and are typically associated with mild illnesses similar to the common cold. However, there had been two specific coronaviruses that have been spread from animals to humans and which have caused severe illness in humans. Symptoms of 2019 novel coronavirus infection. A novel coronavirus causing pneumonia has been detected in Yuan, China. Symptoms have included fever, cough, difficulty in breathing. If you have traveled to Hubei province in China and developed symptoms of 2019 novel coronavirus infection, avoid contact with others and follow up with your healthcare professional. Tell your health professional, or rather tell your healthcare professional your symptoms, where you have been traveling or living. If you have direct contact with animals, for example, visited a live animal market. If you have had close contact with sick persons, especially if they have had fever, cough, or difficulty in breathing. How coronaviruses infections are diagnosed. Coronavirus infections are diagnosed by a healthcare provider based on symptoms and laboratory tests. In some cases, travel history may be important. Using the genetic information provided by China, Canada's National Microbiology Laboratory has developed diagnostic tests for the 2019 novel coronavirus and is collaborating with the provinces and territories to test patients' samples for the virus. Coronavirus infection treatment. For now, there is no specific treatments for most people with coronavirus infection. Most people with common coronavirus illness will recover on their own. Your healthcare provider may recommend steps you can take to relieve symptoms. Consult your healthcare provider as soon as possible if you are concerned about your symptoms or have travel history to a region where severe coronaviruses are known to occur. The sooner you get treatment, the better your chances for recovery.